this.
I'm getting a lot of people saying that we want the overlay. Best overlay. Praise the overlay.
Oh, don't start with that crap. Here was my hope that Twitch Plays Pokemon might have died off now that they've beaten the sodding thing. And it actually has kind of died
Did they
off.
actually beat that?
Well, you know, I think that them beating it was kind of cheap because, frankly, the addition of the democracy mode made it actually possible.
Oh, they switched it up. Okay.
Yeah, it was.
That's
so,
lame.
you know, the interesting thing about Twitch Plays Pokemon is whether or not it would be possible to actually beat it using, you know, with the chaotic nature of the chat. And then they put democracy mode in, which ruined the whole thing for me. So
Yeah.
I've had no interest in it since they did that.
It's no longer, like, it's interesting from a meta perspective because it's, like, entropy of a lot of people doing different things, but with a directed sense.
Yeah. It's too... Yeah, with democracy, it's just too easy. Like, it ruined the whole thing.
Vote, and, you know, whoever, you know...
As usual, popularity ruins everything. Yeah? And just bear this in mind, right? The internet is full of tryhards. And even the most fun thing that is blatantly not designed to, like, be competitive or to win in any way, they will try and force it in that direction. Like, that's just how gamers are, and it's infuriating. You know, unless you're a pro gamer making salary, then for God's sake, you know, don't take video games so seriously. And that even happened to Twitch Plays Pokemon, and that makes me really sad, because I would have loved to see whether or not it was possible to beat it using Chaos. And they decided, no, we want to beat the Elite Four. Like, oh, God damn it. Guys, quit running everything into the ground. What the hell's wrong with you?
Well, to be fair, for the people who are actually doing it, right, actually in the Twitch channel, actually playing it the entire time, or playing it, I can't really call it playing it, they're probably more interested in progression and having more directed sense of flow, where people who are just kind of watching it from the outside, just kind of like every now and then saying like, hey, so did they... Yeah. Tell me about it. I'm not actually going to be watching it, but tell me about it.
Yeah, because I wouldn't watch a really shitty Pokemon stream.
Yeah,
Why would you do that?
I mean, it's not. It's literally just not your audience. You're interested in it from like a news perspective. It's like the people who watch Eve online just because it's really interesting.
Yeah, but they don't want to play it.
Yeah, like I don't want to be involved in it. Are you kidding?
No. Yeah. It's like watching war reporting on television. It's like you watch the explosions.
Okay, that's a really strong example.
Yeah, hey, well, you know, if I want to get a little bit political here, you know, a lot of people love to watch war reports, and, you know, I bet you wouldn't want to be involved in it. No, I didn't think so. So, you know, it is the case, but
I think we
have.
I think we actually have players in this map we should probably introduce.
We do.
I think you know
it was
some
a good
of
way
them.
of sinking the first few minutes of the broadcast, considering there was nothing going on. But yes, we do have players. To the north position, we have Ryung, currently up 1 game in this best-of-3 series. And to the south position, who is already going lair at 4 minutes, we've got Axiom Impact.
And Ryung is 1 up on Impact.
This
is a best-of-5. So, who do you actually favor in this best-of-5? It's
Impact.
Impact, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Ryung got a really good start, and he's switching his build-up. He's actually going for Vultures here, and we might see him just play straight a mech from this position, which could end up being rather unfortunate, because Impact's going very early lair, but...
I really like this on Destination.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Just more tricky play with the fast Vultures. Whoa! Oh!
Impact, what are you doing?
Impact he move commanded his lings to the behind the mineral field, but they try to go through it, I think. And because there's 3 drones on the way to the regenerative minerals.
Yeah, where are the drones going? What's
to the gold minerals? You can actually mine that out.
No.
Whoa.
Look, I don't think well, yeah, he could be breaking around the back, but look at that Overlord position. Like, isn't it... He's going early lair. Isn't it possible that he would drop creep and
the
build
vultures get shut down by
natural?
speedlings.
Ooh, lovely pickup there by Impact. But yeah, I mean, do you think... It could be possible that he's trying to mine his way through there, but don't you think it's also possible he may decide to build spines behind the natural?
No. With just 3 drones? You need the many drones to actually mine out the mineral line, and 1 spine behind the natural won't do that much.
He doesn't have enough drones to mine this out, though, does he?
There could be a single tank that shuts down the spine by now. Like, he knows his opponent is mech at this point. Or has factory tech.
Well, it looks like Ryung did spot that, and you were, of course, right. He was trying to mine out the back there, but it didn't do the job. And Impact is now backing off.
Oh, he has already paid for his shenanigans. The tech of Ryung is just absolutely absurd at this point. He's got the high ground CC, but not quite benefiting from it quite yet, but he will shortly.
He's switched out as well. Like we thought he might be going mech. He's actually going bio instead, and he's most likely just going to play bio tank.
Mind games. And this is okay. His opponent's going Spire, but Ryung's going bio, which is actually decent at holding off mutas, where mech would leave you very vulnerable. So very interesting mind games going on.
Certainly. Barrel stabilizers being added on, which is going to make things even better. Alright, well. I would have absolutely loved to see that spine behind there, though. I think that would have been great. Just pick off a few SCVs here and there, but no, we're not going to see that.
I'm trying to think of the logistics of that, though. That'd be crazy. Just drop creep.
Yeah, drop creep, make spines behind it out of vision range, but use the Overlord to spot and attack over the cliff. It's doable.
You have one very, very small viewport actually over that. And you'd be denying around only 3 patches, and you could just keep your SCVs to the right of it.
Yeah, that's true. It's probably too much of an investment. I just wanted to see it because it would have been awesome. I don't care if it's effective. Unfortunately, these players do, so never mind.
They want to win.
Yeah, funny that.
Oh, turret's up right in time. Almost denies that SCV building the turret.
Yeah, I'm afraid not. And with only 7 Mutalisks, he's not going to get too far yet. The Marines are going to stim around. There's plenty of medics available to keep them alive. Barrel stabilizers is done. Stim is done. So he should be able to fend these off. He's working on +1 as well, although it's going to take a while. Starport being added on too.
Note, but the Hydrodent hasn't been... Like, usually you will build the Spire, and then relatively shortly after that, build the Hydrodent. Because you do want to pretty quickly go into Lurkers against Bio. But he thought his opponent was going mech. So that led him to just delaying his Hydrodent. Because no Lurker... He doesn't expect that he's going to need Lurkers anytime soon. That is not the case.
No, it's not, because once this Marine Medic and Fireback composition comes together, he may just decide to parade across the map. There are a lot of burrowed lings in position here for Impact that could pull a nice surround, and these mutas are keeping Ryung pinned for the time being, but I have a feeling that that is going to change fairly shortly.
And actually, the mutas keeping him pinned back is actually doing the lings that are burrowed into service. It's not like he's going to push anytime soon, as long as those mutas are here.
Yeah. Bit of nice pick-off once again. Impact has killed 5 workers with his Mutalisks so far. His control is looking excellent up to this point, taking a few missile hits, but he's clumped up. Wow, there's going to be 3 turrets in that mineral line. Ryung does not want to lose to Mutalisks here.
Nope, and this is pretty typical of Brood War missile turret placement. Get like 2 at the production, 3 in the main, 3 in the natural. Mutas are scary.
Ryung was an ex-Brood War player, a B-teamer, alongside Crank as well. Not hugely well-known, but even the B-teamers in Brood War were just ridiculous. So he knows what he's doing. Yeah, it really does. And attempted to pick off on that does not work out. And a Mutalisk goes down for the trouble.
Bio is
just lose an SCV. Yeah. It's pretty much ready to rock and roll whenever that comes in. Science Vessels and Irradiate now being added on.
The turrets.
Impact is... Yeah, there's so many of them. I'm really surprised that Impact's even trying to take this out. He's losing, what? Okay. He actually only lost 1 muta there. He's got a lot of red mutas. His control's been pretty good here, I've got to say. He's forcing Ryung to actually commit bio. The weird thing is, Impact is not teching. He's just building Mutalisks. He's on 20 drones on 2 bases.
Really has to get something done with these mutas. Oh no, runs over a Stim squad.
Ouch. That is not what you want. Not at all. And Irradiate is coming in soon. Yeah, he's still building more Mutalisks. It's like, great, well, I lost some mutas. I'm going to transition into mutas. That'll work.
And we should have foreseen this, because we did see the +1 going up on the mutas.
Yeah, certainly. He definitely wants to commit to that. Science Vessel's up, though, and Irradiate is available. So, this... a scan goes down, sees all the borrowed lings.
His gambit has been discovered.
It has indeed. Well, so much for that. And now with the Science Vessel up, this is going to be a bit more difficult for Impact to execute. Where is the Science Vessel? Okay, it's by the natural, which is not going to be too helpful right now. 2 more turrets are going to go down. The Stim squad might trap it. Where's that Irradiate? Ryung needs to get that Irradiate. Needs to... What? That doesn't get it. He's a little bit slow. But he does get a lot more mutas out of the sky with those Marines.
+1 mutas. I mean, +1 Marines. Well, they're both +1.
Yeah, this is all in, surely, from Impact. Like, he's showing no sign of taking the third base. He continues to build mutas.
So you have to have the world's most beautiful muta micro, and your opponent has to make some mistakes to make this work.
There's so many Marines on the ground now, and Ryung has not been able to land an Irradiate yet. I assume the range on Irradiate is quite short, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Relatively short. It's got some decent range on it. I think it's
oh,
round
wow,
6.
Matrix is being added on here. Interesting.
Beautiful splits.
Yep, very nicely done. It gets away, and we'll, of course, lose a medic. Oh, the
Whoa.
science vessel's right in the middle of that.
Moves in.
No, this is insane. Impact, what are you doing? No way. No, you can't fight this. Not in a million years. GG. Wow, Ryung got up 2-0 there, and that strategy did not work at all.
Too much firepower.